Hey guys! Before I start, I just want to say that everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so if you don't agree with something I say, that's totally fine. Like, when it comes to opinions, there is no right or wrong. So, on that note, I'm going to read these in order from how I got them, so it might be all over the place. So, starting. How important is healthy eating in recovery? That depends on how you view healthy eating. To me, healthy eating is balanced diet, just having a good relationship with your food. Like, people confuse healthy eating with clean eating, which I don't think clean eating is very healthy because it's limiting yourself to, fats and things you actually need. Like, you need to eat fats. And people are afraid of that. So I think healthy eating is having a good relationship with food. You can indulge in sweets and then you can have broccoli, salad, So I think it's important to eat healthily, balanced, but also do not restrict yourself from eating candy and sweets. Just be happy. Okay, how did you stay vegan throughout recovering? Well, I only became vegan about 2 months ago, and I'd say at that point in my recovery I was pretty well set, and I had a good relationship with food. But I think if you are vegan and recovering, I don't think it's restricting your recovery at all, unless you have to really look at your decision and say, am I being vegan for the right reasons? I am vegan because the abuse that they do to animals in factories, meat industries, it's good for my health. But if you're looking at veganism as an excuse to restrict, then I would definitely reconsider that and wait until you're at a healthy stage to really determine if you want to be vegan. And lastly, how has yoga been a part of your recovery? Yoga has been a huge part of my recovery. I love yoga because it takes focus away from, how your body looks and really what it can do. Like, my grandpa always says to me that your body is always trying to keep you alive, and that's really amazing. Like, your body will give you everything it has. It will give you all its nutrients from its bones, muscles, just so you can stay alive. And we totally take advantage of that, and we hate it for that. I actually found this quote that I'll read. Yoga is about clearing away whatever is in us that prevents our living in the most full and whole way. With yoga, we become aware of how and where we are restricted, in body, mind, and heart, and how gradually to open and release these blockades. As these blockades are cleared, our energy is freed. We start to feel more harmonious, more at one with ourselves. Our lives begin to flow, or we begin to flow more in our lives. So I think that's so true. Like, as you're doing yoga, you can feel where you're restricted, and of course in my yoga classes, she tells you, like, if you're feeling restricted in your, where is it? They say that's it. They say open your hips, open your lips, meaning when you stretch out your hips, like if you're feeling restricted in your hips, stretching it out allows you to better voice yourself, be more open. Like, I totally believe that if you stretch certain parts of your body, like where you hold stress, like we clench our teeth, like it's all in our jaw. So I think yoga has definitely been a huge part of my recovery, just keeping me relaxed and appreciative of my body and health. What yoga poses would you recommend to build up strength and confidence for arm balances like crow pose? So for crow pose, you need both arm strength and core strength. So I'm going to say for arm strength and core, of course, but you can do plank pose, and you can also push-ups or chaturanga. For core, boat pose would be really good. When you first try crow pose, I would put a pillow underneath your face just to alleviate the fear of face planting onto your mat, which I've done many times. I got a lot of intake questions, and I usually don't answer those, but I guess since this is a question and answer video, I'm just gonna tell you what I ate today. I didn't even have dinner yet, so I'm just gonna tell you what I might have. Okay, so this morning I woke up, had coffee, and then I had oatmeal with maple syrup, a banana, a handful of raspberries, and an orange. Then for lunch I had a salad with lettuce, broccoli, chickpeas, and lemon dressing, and also an apple and pear. And then as a snack I had one of those Mighty Mango naked drinks. It was like the big ones, and a banana. And for dinner I'll most likely have like lentil soup because I like lentil soup, and a sweet potato. And before I go to bed I usually have another bowl of oatmeal, because oatmeal. Okay, when I transition from pose to pose while doing yoga, can I take my time to transition? Definitely. I think the longer you take in each pose, it's just so much more restorative, and it really brings out the benefits. So take your time. Your practice is your practice. You make the rules. Do you have any tips on self-control when eating? I've lately tried to get away from restricting, but now I'm just eating so much. I get so full, but I'm hungry. I only end a meal because I'm embarrassed to keep eating more. Any suggestions? Okay. If you were restricting, your body is in starvation mode and it's going to want to eat everything. Your body just wants to gain weight. I shouldn't say gain weight. Your body wants to replenish itself as soon as possible because it's on edge and it's just get me away. So I think it is fine to overindulge if you've been restricting so long and you need to replenish nourishment. But that's also very tricky because it's quite easy to go from one disorder to the next, and you don't want to go from restricting to binge eating. So I think it's good to definitely see a, what's it called? Dietitian? Nutritionalist, I think. I hope so. And set out a meal plan, because when you're in recovery, you're like, how do you eat? It's what is a normal meal? And that's a really, really weird feeling, not knowing how to eat. So you should probably talk to other people, have someone else plan your meals, and if you find that you don't, your overeating is unhealthy, one thing my mom suggested is that when you go to make your meal, have your food, the huge bowl of food that you prepared, on the counter or something, somewhere far away, and make your plate a good, healthy, sustainable amount of food, and go to the table somewhere else away from that food, eat your food slowly. It takes time for your body to actually speak to you, so if you scarf it down right away, your body's not gonna be able to tell you slow down, I'm full. So take your time, drink water, and then maybe a half hour, hour later, if you're still hungry, just grab a light snack, calm down, distract yourself, paint your nails, do something like that. Okay. Hey, how can I enable my mom to understand vegetarianism? I'm not 100% veggie. I eat fish as my parents do, blah blah blah. They think I need protein. Ugh, okay. But she will often say something like, just try a little piece, especially with gelatin and pudding ice cream, blah 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 blah. It's really frustrating and I feel guilty because of the animals and disobeying my beliefs. Ugh, okay. When I first told people I was transitioning to vegan, they kind of looked at me and they were like, are you sure, Jen? Be careful, be healthy. And it was I was really excited, and then they did that and I was like, like, why? Like, but I was so confused because I did so much research on becoming vegan. You have to, with any diet really, you have to really, you know, gain some knowledge about where you should be getting your nutrients, your protein, like, educate yourself first. Definitely to make sure that you're eating vegetarianism in a healthy way. As far as your parents, you know, pushing away your beliefs, it would be smart to sit down with them, tell them where you're at, and if they are not respectful of your beliefs, give them facts, because people are going to be more accepting of your beliefs if you give them like actual facts. And then you just say like, well, watch me, you know, honestly, like, you don't think I can eat healthily on a vegetarian diet? Then watch me. I'll eat protein, you'll see, like, just try anything. Where do you get those teeny naked drinks? I get those teeny naked drinks at Costco. What do you want to be when you're older? When I'm older, I want to be happy. And I'm happy right now. So, no. Okay. When I'm older, I definitely want to be a yoga instructor. I want to get my teaching certificate the beginning of the summer. I know it'll be really hard to find a studio that hires a 16-year-old. I'm hoping for the best. Okay. I want to be a journalist very badly. I want to write about self-care. You know those wellness magazines where it's just like health and wellness, self-love, makeup, blah blah blah, and that'd be nice. Also, if all goes well, I'd love to write a book about confidence, self-care, just something like that. Also fiction, anything. Like, I'd love to be an author. I'd also love to travel with my yoga career. But ultimately, yeah, I just want to be happy. I don't really care what I do. What do you usually eat for dinner? Usually for dinner I'd have lentils, pasta, stir fry with rice and veggies, sweet potato. Oh, I really like baked sweet potato with maple syrup, bananas and apples, and cinnamon. That sounds really weird, but once I had it, and then my brother looked at me, he was like, what the heck is that? And then I told him what it was, and he tried it, and he was like, that's really good. Where can I find the handstand challenge? I really want to try it. You don't have to find it because you create it. You just start doing it. That's what I did. The end. What do you eat as an after-school snack? As an after-school snack, I'll have a billion bananas. Just kidding. I'll like blend up 4 or 5 bananas. Usually that's my favorite. I'll have oatmeal. I'll have another kind of smoothie with berries and stuff. I'll have a sweet potato with something, nuts. I don't really know. It totally depends. It changes up a lot. How do you become more confident and therefore stand up for yourself? I'm so used to people doing it for me. Okay. It's really good that people are standing up for you, but you can't rely on other people. You have to be your own source of confidence and happiness. So, really take time to just, you know what you should do? You should take a notebook and write down just a big list of positive qualities about yourself. Or, not a big list, just 2 things. That's it. And every day I want you to write 2 things. Just 2 happy things. If you do this for a month, a week, you know, anything, you can just read through those qualities and say, okay, I am a good person. Like, you're a good person. Everyone's a good person. I don't believe that there are any, you know, horrible people. there are, bad people that do bad things, but they have potential to be good, whatever. You just have to find more confidence in yourself. Like, just believe that you are a good person, you are beautiful, no matter what anyone says. Like, you have to believe it yourself. That's so important. I don't know how to put it. I hate saying that you should fake it till you make it, but that's what worked for me. Honestly, I woke up one day, it actually just wasn't one day, but I decided that I'm beautiful. I love myself. And look at me now. I'm beautiful and I love myself. And that's the best advice I can give you. When you stop self-harming, will you always have to fight the urges? I look at my arm and I just want to cry. I can't present in front of school and I shake and get made fun of. Any tips? I think obviously self-harming is a horrible thing. It's very sad. But when you look at your scars, you should be proud of them. Don't be proud that you did that, but be proud that they're scars. And what I mean by that is that they're in the past. Like, they're healing. You're healing. So they shouldn't be triggers. You should look at them and be like, those are my battle scars, and I am fighting through this. You're a warrior, and you're extremely brave. For every time you look at your arm and you don't take out a razor, you're extremely strong. And you just have to realize that and keep going. And other people, who cares what they think? Honestly, just be confident and comfortable with yourself, and people will be confident and comfortable in you. You will get funny looks, and people will make ignorant remarks, but they're just words. Those people don't understand, and therefore they say nasty things. But if you're confident in yourself, then those are just words. Those are just eyes. Like, just be comfortable with yourself, please. Why do people have to talk about others' weight? Because people are so competitive, and they want to know your weight, and they want to know if you're skinnier or if you weigh more. I don't know, people are so competitive. Dieting is a huge thing in our society. It's just our society, honestly. Don't ask people their weight. That has nothing to do with who they are. Like, stop. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you choose? I would live in Australia because I love beaches and mountains and warmness, and Australia is a cool place. What are your puppies' names? I have 2 puppies, and their names are Bella and Luna, which we named because it means beautiful moon in Italian. This one is a big one. What's your take on feminism and how women are exploited in society, either all over media or porn websites? I totally believe that we need feminism, but feminism has been converted into something totally different. Like, I guess it's men that view feminism as females being more powerful than men. But feminism is females being equal to men. There's actually a quote that I picked out for this. When men imagine a female uprising, they imagine a world in which women rule men as men have ruled women. I really like that quote because, yeah, men are afraid that women are becoming powerful. They are becoming powerful. But you definitely see women being exploited. We have to diet, lose weight, have big boobs, big butt, but a tiny waist, and it doesn't make sense. I think more, like, other places in the world definitely need feminism than here in America. And I'm not very sure on those situations, so I'm not going to talk about it very much. But definitely, I think the more that countries like America take a stand on feminism, it's only beneficial to the countries in which women are being beaten and like put down extremely. So, continuing, what's your opinion on porn? I don't watch porn. What's your opinion on a guy who's in a relationship watching porn and downloading a bunch of pictures with huge tits like as big as your head, when his girlfriend is a B or C cup and he knows that she's insecure, but he does it in spite, and now she hates herself and wants to die? Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, you hate yourself and want to die? That guy is no good for you. He needs to respect your opinions, and this is not your problem. This is his problem, and I think it's a problem. Like, he's like a little kid throwing a tantrum watching porn in spite of you. I don't want to put him down too much, but don't let that affect you. You should feel comfortable with your own body. A B, C cup, that's great. You know, love your body. Don't let his opinion inflict your confidence at all. You need to love yourself more, stand up for yourself, and if he continues to be a child, then dump him. Okay, do you have any tips for people who don't have access to a gym? Of course, the world is your gym. You can go outside and run around. You can play in the sand. No, okay. You can do push-ups, just like basic things. Most basic exercises, squats, push-ups, planks, like you don't need that much space or weights or stuff like that. If you want weights, you can lift heavy things. Lift up a chair and start benching that. But I think if you don't go to a gym, get like a yoga mat, get maybe like some dumbbells, and go from there. Look up YouTube videos being like fitness things with no equipment. Okay. What's your favorite fruit? I love bananas. I have a banana addiction. I will admit it right now. I can eat 10 bananas a day and still be craving bananas. I dream about them. I just love bananas. But I love all fruits. I love my little children equally. Do you shower in the mornings before school? I used to shower only 3 times a week because I thought this was good for my hair. It is good for your hair, but personally it didn't work for me. I started breaking out. My scalp was getting itchy. It was not good. So recently, when I decided to start waking up earlier and being more active, definitely I have to shower before school because I get sweaty. And no one wants to sit next to someone that smells like armpits. So yeah, I shower before school. And now there is one last final question, and it is my favorite question. What's it like being you? Being me is awesome. I have had a rough past, but you don't have to have a good past to have a good future. I've had a weird past, and I have an amazing future. I have an amazing present. I just can't believe how far I've grown. I would have never guessed that I would come out of an eating disorder and love myself more than I have in my whole life. I have a much healthier relationship with myself, my body, food, that I've never had before. And I wish everyone could feel like this. It's great being me. I go hiking, I do yoga, I'm pretty, and I think that's great. I think it's great. This is making me happy. So that concludes all the questions. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Be happy, love yourself, be healthy, and the world will go round. Bye!